Hey everyone! Welcome to our Brighton2Brighton corporate model railway. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to turn all your toy trains owned by your kids into an advertising platform and create a profitable family business involving children, parents, and the local community. You want it. You want to make profit on all of your children's trains. I'm sure you do. So make yourself comfortable, grab some coffee, tea, or whatever you like, and in 15 minutes I'll tell you how to make it happen. This is a toy train set. It seems like every child on our planet has one. But it's not a cheap item at all. And more. The more you buy for your children, the more they want in return. And here comes the question: how to get the money for that? Moreover, many kids carry out this interest for a life, like a humble narrator, and they can't always afford what they want, because it's very expensive and demanding hobby. So let us try this. Let's use your trains and all the railroad as an advertisement space. There is so much space on your model railroad layout. Boxcars. Totally blank, unmarked. Just think, passenger's car. They still leave a lot of free space for ads. Trackside structures. Tons of room for ads. And that's not all. But who is going to see these ads? Well, for starters, you can start a YouTube channel where you will show off all your kids and all your train sets. But channel needs promotion. And yes, it can be pricey. And what you need for that to make money on your railroad? Advertisers, right. But where would you get them? Not likely that major companies like Sony, Apple, Intel, AMD, Amazon, you name it, will want to advertise on your small and pretty unknown channel. But why not negotiate with small business in your neighborhood? Why not to tell them, why not suggest them advertising on your railroad, which is going to be seen on YouTube and places like that? However, this can lead to another expense. Just having your railroad at home, it's not enough anymore, especially for kids. On one of the day, you would like to exhibit it publicly, maybe for a week, maybe for a month, and where? In a local community center, a public park building, some kind of neighborhood club, local library, or some local store known by everyone in your neighborhood. Sometime you'll need some handyman to set it up. And of course, for that you need space. And space costs money. Where do you get the money? From the same advertisers. The higher the risk, the higher the return. And in fact, the more effort, the more advertisers you see. You will place ads on the trains, on the stations, on the platform, anywhere on your layout, as long as people read them. So what are the expenses? the train sets and railroad parts themselves, exhibition space, possibly hired workforce, storage, because very soon your home will be so full of trains that there will be no room left to move. You will need a storage facility, that's another major expense, and all of that can be funded if you have advertising. What you can advertise? Big name companies, if they are interested, local businesses, and your railway will be seen by everyone in your neighborhood and they will love it. And what will you tell to your advertisers? Your ad will be seen by all the residents of our neighborhood. Your ad will be seen by all the visitors of the library. Your ad will be seen by all the visitors of the park. Great! That's the corporate railroad model. Brighton to Brighton. My project is actually a franchise of Librarland, business-to-business railway corporate, created by my friend and franchiser Denis Yuzhakov in Brighton, England. I live very close to Brighton in Brooklyn. And this advertising idea doesn't have to apply only to expensive or professionally made train sets only. You can build it from paper, you can use Lego toy trains. What matters is that you understand how the model works. Once you get that, success is guaranteed. Even a small income is still income. Yes, there are many expenses, like I told before: electricity, trains themselves, storage, exhibition, and workers. Where to get that money? It's simple. You, as creator of the idea, can become a franchiser. What does it mean? Anyone who wants to repeat your success will just go under your condition. They can follow your model, for example, but with rules which you set. And very necessary rule is just to give you 4% of their income. So you're telling people, this is a set of my rules. Since you're a railroad enthusiast, it will be very simple to follow. Just don't violate my rules, just keep them. And remember, 4% of all your income is my. This is the key concept of franchise. That's what makes it franchise. And if the idea is interesting enough, everyone in your area will want to join it. And I'm sure it will happen. So, maybe that's your chance. Just don't forget me, Gregory K. And don't forget my franchiser, Denis Yuzhakov. Tell this story to your kids. Tell it to their parents. And I'm sure luck will smile on you. Now let's move to some ideas, or more precisely, what we want to do next. Putting ads on your cars. Yeah, this tedious work, and it's not cheap. When I decide to do it, I will definitely need some help from outside, some handyman. Maybe I'll do it if my clients would pay me for real. But here comes another idea. You can photograph or scan boxes of goods you buy on Amazon and print advertising signs. This is in case you would like to advertise firms like Intel, like AMD, like Staples. Just for a conditional example, as I do. That's my secret. for starting up. You put conditional example and make others believe that you advertise Apple and Intel. Indeed. Advertising signs must match the size of your railroad. They should not look as big as 5 trains. They must match the size of trains. You can put miniature billboard on a platform. And I have some used cardboard platforms I did not build yet, and I will equip them with some advertising. Absolutely the same could be done with train toys or other sets. You can see so-called smart paper trains on my layout. I would love to work with them, but unfortunately, this kind of goods is not available in America. And even on Brighton Beach, neighborhood of Brooklyn. That's why great alternative for professionally made models and for smart papers is printing paper cars myself. Maybe they might look rough because I'm not the professional modeler. They might look rough, but for small starting business it's fine, and I highly recommend you to do the same. Do not waste a lot of money in professional stuff unless you're absolutely sure it will pay you back. In our community, we have organization Jewish Folk Arts and Crafts Guild. These are professional masters and artisans, and sometimes they work with kids. And in fact, they do need sponsorship. So, why not approach local doctors, lawyers, daycares, stores, you name it, in our community? It's easy to find free printable models online and let kids assemble them. With ads printed directly on them, advertising real businesses. You might not make much, but it would cost a little less and still cover your time, your printer ink, venue rent, and in the future, if this idea really takes off like an airplane or a spaceship, and advertisers will get taste of it, then we can expect real profits for real. Oh, why I'm so serious? Let us sum up. You got ideas, you got proposal, you got feedback. Send it to me all the way. I absolutely welcome positive comments and constructive feedback and will be very happy to reply. Share your memories too. Do you remember how your first train set was in your home? I do. Do you remember when you first became a little entrepreneur? I do. Do you remember how you earned your first dollar? I do. Tell your stories. The world will read it with a smile. And that's a beautiful thing. So just don't stay silent. And I wish every one of you ever be happy. And the most important thing I almost forgot to say. The name of our railroad. Brighton to Brighton.